Good morning, everyone, from Family Kingdom here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I'm really excited today. This is my first time ever in Myrtle Beach, and so today I wanted to take you guys to all of the different small little amusement parks on the water here in Myrtle Beach. There's 3 different locations we're going to be going to with roller coasters. Granted, most of them are small, but the one I'm really looking forward to, you can actually kind of make out a little bit behind me. It's Swamp Fox, an old wooden roller coaster that looks absolutely fantastic, so can't wait for that. This is actually the start of a hiking trip through the south that I'll be doing on Travel Dash. If you have any interest at all in hiking or the outdoors, definitely go check out that channel, especially for this trip, because I feel like a lot of people don't realize that the Carolinas, Georgia, Alabama are such beautiful locations. And so if you're someone like us who likes hiking and roller coasters, you have actually a pretty underrated little trip that you got going on here. Granted, there's some stuff that's not open right now, like we're going to Alabama, but Rampage is not available, so we'll probably pass on that part. But in addition to this, we will be at Lake Winnie in Georgia, we'll be at Six Flags Over Georgia, Fun Spot Atlanta, Tropic Falls in the south of Alabama, a lot of small parks I've never been to before. And we got Evan with us again.
Yeah, another trip, man. I can't wait for this. We're gonna do a lot of hiking and stuff too, and visit some small parks in the southeast. Should be a really cool road trip. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and this should be a really cool park. I've lived in South Carolina, but for some reason why I've never ever been to Family Kingdom, so I'm glad to finally check this off my list.
Yeah, and Swamp Fox is really like one of my last big wooden roller coasters to do here in the States. So for that alone, I'm excited for it. But also when you factor in its history and its underrated looking ride experience, not many people get out here because there's not a lot of amusements here in Myrtle Beach. Of course, they used to at one point in time have that Hard Rock Park, which looked amazing. They had like a giant B&M looping coaster. It operates today in Vietnam. So Family Kingdom opened here under a different name actually in 1966. Currently they are home to 4 roller coasters, technically 5 depending on who you ask. I'll show you guys here in a second what I mean. Above us you can see this log flume ride, which normally wouldn't constitute a roller coaster credit, but if you see here back there's actually a dry drop and then a dry bunny hill into the water. That's a Hopkins log flume. I think one of the only ones, if not the only one out there that has dry sections like that. So for that alone, maybe it's a coaster, I don't know. First impressions, the park looks really good. Everything looks really well kept. Fresh Kona paid on pretty much all the rides and attractions. You have this water running through here, and then of course you have the ocean pretty close by as well. And this park is interesting too because with it being in Myrtle Beach, they've had a lot of history with hurricanes. As a matter of fact, at one point they needed to rebuild Swamp Fox and it took like 2 years to put back together. So it's like crazy that it's still running to this day. Wanted to give you guys a better look at the location of this park, which is just amazing. Again, first time in Myrtle Beach, so it's really cool seeing this for the first time. Also, these buildings block the park, but it's still a cool location. No, that's Aura since 1966, guys. Swamp Fox is also an American coaster enthusiast landmark. Pretty cool. This has a figure-8 layout by Philadelphia Toboggan Coasters. Definitely get you guys a front seat POV as well. Also, thank you to the park for hooking up the wristbands. Means a lot. Oh man, I can't wait for this. It's always good getting on a wooden roller coaster, especially in an era where so many are either being removed or converted to steel. Also, look at the restraints on this, guys. This is just bus bars, so you get lots of room. And you get great views of the park from here. Look out this way, you see the water. And you can also see a Ferris wheel out there. I believe that's another one of the amusement parks we're going to later on today. That'll be cool. All right, Swamp Fox, let's see what you got. I'm glad they included this turn at the top though, very scenic. Woo! Here we go. Good air time, good air time. Whoa! Oh! Whoa! Oh my god! Okay, this is great. Woo! Whoa, look at this! Whoa! Whoa! What? Wow, this is a lot of air time. Whoa! Oh my god! What the? So good. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god, bro, front row on Swamp Fox. Back row's good, but front row is like one of the best classic wooden coaster experiences I've ever had. That's some legitimately terrifying airtime with those buzz bars too. I'm surprised they still have those on there. The airtime strength is exactly what you'd expect to see on Phoenix at Knoebels, maybe even a little stronger, although there's not nearly as many moments on this coaster. But still, Swamp Fox is amazing. Oh my gosh. I will say it has an edge to it. It's not the smoothest woody I've been on, but the park clearly is taking care of it, so I appreciate that.
Oh, that was awesome. I thought that was so cool. That's almost like Phoenix level good. I mean, the airtime on that is just insane with the buzz bars. You come flying out of that seat. The front row is just crazy. That ride is so much fun.
Evan brought his girlfriend too, Kensley. I wanted to get your reaction and your...
I almost flew out of the seat, but it was very fun.
Because you're small too, so I was like worried about you. I was like, you're not gonna make it out okay. You also have the zip line here. This is my first time ever going on one of these soaring eagle rides too. This looks nuts. This and the other upcharge attractions like the Slingshot are actually included in the VIP wristband that the park provided for us today. So again, thank you so much to Family Kingdom for having us out today. Oh, there they go. You start backwards, you go all the way out there, and then it's gonna launch you back forwards. Oh no. Oh my God. Woo! Whoa, this is fast. Look at those views though, that's sick. And this log flume. Guys, look, this is what I was talking about. Dry drop and bunny hill. I feel like that low-key could be a roller coaster, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Wow, this is so cool. Woo! Oh man, that was fun. Wow, I can't believe I've never done one of those before. Launching backwards was definitely the highlight. That was like kind of intense.
Yeah, that was actually really fun. I've never done one of those. I always wanted to. And yeah, it's actually surprisingly thrilling.
All right, we got another roller coaster to get on, Twist and Shout. It's their second biggest, and it's just a little wild mouse. This Myrtle zigzag model is actually very rare. There's only a few of them left. In my opinion, there's a reason for it. It's not one of my favorite wild mice models by any stretch, but still a coaster credit. Let's get on it. Oh no, it's not gonna be pleasant, is it? Worried about the ride experience though. I think the first part won't be so bad. I think you're crawling too slow. Oh! Yeah, this isn't great. Oh! Ah! Oh, this hill's gonna be the end of us right now. Oh! The hill wasn't that bad. The turns are what bothers me. No trims though. Oh! You ate your words, bro! Oh! Replace it with a better Wild Mouse, Family Kingdom. You know, RMC is offering the Wild Moose, so if you're watching this, you might want to invest in that. Twisted Shout was so bad. That's actually a contender for worst Wild Mouse I've been on. I feel so bad. Family Kingdom was so nice to host us and everything, but they said give an honest review, so that's what I'm gonna do. And Swamp Fox so far has been the star. Not much else in this park really interests me, but we're definitely gonna get on this dark ride right next to us as well. This looks quite interesting. It's like in this building with all this Western theming around it.
It's called Pistol Roundup by Sally Dark Rides, and it's a shooting dark ride. It's supposed to have some decent theming, so I'm looking forward to this.
Sally can be very hit or miss. They've been doing good things recently, but back in the day, their dark rides weren't so good, and this does look a little dated, so yeah, we'll see. He's pretty cool in the queue line. This thing makes such a loud sound every time you shoot it. Oh, wow. Very old school, very old school. Whoa. Trying to hit that cardboard cutout. There we go. Whoa. I do like how it activates different things every time you hit a target. That is pretty cool. Oh, oh my gosh! I just hit a target and her clothes came off. Are you kidding me? What was that? Whoa! That dark ride is ancient, bro. With a few updates, that could actually be legitimately pretty good. It had a decent foundation there. You had a lot of cardboard cutouts, which I'm not a big fan of, but all of the targets worked and they all activated something cool. So I did like all the movement. There's a lot of energy in that ride.
Yeah, I thought it was a solid dark ride. It's a little short, but besides that, the theming there is pretty solid and the effects were cool. So yeah, I really enjoyed it.
All right, let's waste no more time than to get on this log flume, and you guys can help us decide, is this a roller coaster? Leave it down in the comments, and honestly, that decision will probably help base my decision of whether or not I want to count this as a coaster credit, because right now I have no clue. I mean, that bigger drop is definitely not roller coaster, but that smaller one with the dip, that might be. My criteria is that if there's no water on the drop or the bunny hill, it probably should count, but this just doesn't look like it would count. But you know, that's my rule, and I have to stay consistent, so I'm not sure. Oh no, I just saw how wet the people on the flume in front of us got. It's not gonna be good. I'm in the front, bro. You got nothing to worry about back there. I'm hitting all the water for you. Oh, this is not gonna be good. That big drop is gonna kill me, I think. Is this a roller coaster? Come on, guys.
What is gonna be so much?
Oh! Oh! Ah! No! And we got a whole nother drop too. No! No! Oh! Ah! That was not good. Fun log flume, no theming on it, but for an amusement park ride, it's solid. You had two good drops on, actually pretty awesome drops on there, I should add. The airtime hill is really enjoyable, and then that second drop was quite big as well.
Yeah, the first one was the really interesting one because it's almost a credit where it has like a little speed hill on it.
Do you think it would count?
I don't know. It's mostly a log flume, so I don't think I'm going to count it. But still, it was pretty cool. And yes, it wasn't well themed, but it was still interesting and fun to do.
We got this last roller coaster to get on. There's also another kiddie coaster here, but I don't think we're allowed to ride it because we're too tall. In any case, this is the more interesting kiddie coaster. You actually start with a little bit of a backwards launch, and then it pushes you forward through the layout. But yeah, it's broken right now, so who knows if we'll get on it. But in the meantime, I think we're going to try to do the Slingshot ride, which I'm terrified to do. I've done a couple of these in my life, and every time I've wanted to shit my pants. Are you excited? No, I'm not either. I'm actually pretty fucking scared, guys. No warning. Oh no. Leave a like on this video because this is like some of the most terrified I've ever been for a ride. I can't lie. Oh, this is, no, stop. Why is it moving like this, bro?
What do you think, Mark?
It's really good, but too much. Absolutely not. That was ridiculous. So as it turns out, I think this reopened. Bro, this is so weird. This is like clearly meant to be a traveling roller coaster that they just plopped down to this permanent amusement park from Young Max Ride. What the f is Young Max Rides? One of like 4 in the world. This blocks the entire view for you guys, but it is what it is. Yeah, look at this. We start backwards. This is so weird. And then we boost. Ah! It's actually pretty fun for a kiddie coaster though. I did one of these in Poland, I remember. Drive tires are working. Hey, we made it. Whoa, it's not bad though. Whoa. Oh, it's so weird how that like the drive tires slow you down. It's like really rough. I think we're gonna get one more ride on Swamp Fox before we're heading out, moving on to the other amusement parks because we do have quite a loaded itinerary today. But yeah, Family Kingdom's been pretty fun so far. We've gotten a lot of rides in. All right, we came back around to the back row. Evan had to use the bathroom. I was like, I'm getting another ride. There's no line for this right now. The park is actually very, very quiet. Oh boy, let's see how this drop is. Oh! It's pretty smooth. Oh my God! It's really good. Strong start to the day. Family Kingdom was a good time, and thank you so much to the park for having us today. It does very much have this carnival vibe to it, which usually I'm not a big fan of, but they do upkeep it pretty well and everything looks fresh. Swamp Fox is just kind of on its own island, so to speak, for roller coasters in this region, but it is really, really fun, and I would highly recommend if you are in Myrtle Beach, definitely worth a stop because that is a killer wooden roller coaster.
Yeah, that's the main reason to come here. Swamp Fox was absolutely incredible, and if you're a coaster enthusiast, I think at some point you need to come down here to experience that. But after that, I mean, the park is nice. It's definitely cool. There's some other stuff to do, but it's not a ton to do, so it's not really worth driving way out of the way. But if you're here, I definitely recommend it. It's still a really nice park.
All right, we got a 20-minute drive next to the track, which has a little spinning coaster for us to get on. We're gonna do that, grab some lunch, and then head over to Pavilion Park, also in Myrtle Beach. All right, we've made it to Track Family Fun Park, home to a small little roller coaster called Shark Party, which already makes it my new #1 coaster. Shouts out to the manager. He's getting us on the spinning coaster Shark Party, compliments of the park, which is really, really cool of them. So this property opened in 2016, but they didn't get this roller coaster until 2022. So knowing that, it actually might be a pretty smooth ride. Most of these SBF spinning coasters, I've done a bunch of them, are not the smoothest, but hopefully this one's okay. We keep feeling the mist from this fountain though. It's getting us wet. It's like a water coaster right now. All right, here we go. Woo! Oh! Yeah, really the only uncomfortable part of this is when you engage with the drive tires and it boosts you back up here. Other than that, it's actually a very smooth spinning coaster. It's a lot better than the average one of these I've done. Also, the theme is so amazing. All right, that does it from the Track Family Fun Park. That's probably the fastest visit ever to an amusement park for me. Actually, it's not even really an amusement park. It's a family entertainment center. It's actually a pretty nice FEC though. It's very clean, very new.
Yeah, that was cool. I mean, if you're in the area, this is worth a stop. There's some go-karts here and, you know, the little coaster and everything. So especially if you're a coaster enthusiast and you want the credit, it's a nice place to stop. It's clean, nice. Yeah, no complaints.
Okay, and we are here at Pavilion Park, which is in like the most touristy part of Myrtle Beach, aside from maybe like literally along the water. There's lots of nice restaurants, lots of really touristy things, and then of course you have a bunch of rides over here as well. You got quite a bit over here. I think these are mostly the kids and family rides, as well as the Ferris wheel. And then back in this direction, you actually have some more thrilling flat rides. The only roller coaster they have here is the Myrtle Turtle, which is another little spinning coaster, literally the exact thing we just did. Nevertheless, it's a coaster credit. Hopefully we can get on this relatively quickly, and then if we have time to, I'd like to check out some of the other things in this park because there's actually a lot more offerings than I expected here. Beautiful skies tonight. This is wonderful. But yeah, this is the last roller coaster we need to do in Myrtle Beach. You know, just like Las Vegas, Myrtle Beach has had actually a pretty depressing coaster history. Things just have not worked out here. They've had so many coasters come and go, and there's really not too many thrilling offerings especially left, but even roller coasters in general you won't find a lot of here. I mean, I doubt this video was particularly long, and we literally just went to all 3 parks in the whole city that have a roller coaster. And it sucks, like literally last year, if we came to Myrtle Beach, there was actually another park here that had another roller coaster, which was like you ride in a hamster wheel, you're flipping all over the place. Really, really interesting. We actually may be riding another one of those later on in this trip, so I'm not too upset to be missing it, but yeah, just a little bit of a depressing history in Myrtle Beach with amusements. So just spoke to the park's manager and they said they'd be happy to host us here as well, which is absolutely awesome, but said that we had to wait for the last 30 minutes that the park was open, so I figured I'd take the opportunity then to kind of walk around and show you guys what this place is like, and clearly it's really cool. I mean, you could definitely spend the better part of a day here. Look at this upside down house, Wonderworks, which, while I'm on the topic, this place definitely reminds me a lot of Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, maybe a little bit of Branson, Missouri as well. Okay, it's time for the Myrtle Turtle, the park's only, and then of course naturally largest roller coaster, but actually at a point in time they had a bunch of stuff here. There used to be a giant Custom Coasters International Woody in this park. It's crazy to think about. Whoa! Whoa! This one's actually really smooth too. Two good SBFs today actually. Most of these are not the most comfortable. Whoa! Tell me why Myrtle Turtle was the best one of those I've ever done. It was smooth, it spun a lot. I really don't have anything bad to say about it. I wish they had a bigger coaster here, obviously, but like, I mean, I can't complain too much, and we got in for free. Shout out to the park. They were able to hook up the wristbands after all, which is cool. I think I'm gonna run over and try to get on that pendulum ride.
Yeah, that was surprisingly really fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah, it was definitely better than the other one that we did.
I knew they had a roller coaster here. I didn't know they had this crazy looking thing, but I'm super excited to get on this pendulum ride. I don't think it goes upside down. I think it just goes really high up, but it spins fast and it looks really crazy. Wow, the lighting looks great on this too. I cannot wait for that. It looks insane though. I can't believe how fast it spins. I've never seen one of these that spins as fast as this. Oh no! Ah, it's so intense! Oh my god! Whoa! What the f? This is unbelievably intense! Ah! Oh, this is too much! Oh my gosh! Oh! That was one of the most insane flat rides I've ever been on. What was that? That literally might have been the most intense pendulum frisbee swinging ride I've ever been on. I literally had no idea that that was here to begin with. I've been on similar rides at fairs around the world. I don't know if I've ever been on one that massive and one that spun that fast, and it was so forceful. Holy shit. And I managed to hop on the Ferris wheel right before the park closed too, and now it's actually after hours, so this is pretty cool. It's really dark out here, so don't know how much you'll be able to see, but the lights are really nice around here. That flat ride was just unbelievable. I've been thinking about that since I got on this thing. Like, what did I just experience, guys? Yeah, Evan and Kensley are going around this area. I think they're doing some shopping, so I think I'll just end the vlog while I'm on the Ferris wheel, because what better place? We got every roller coaster in Myrtle Beach. Compliments of all the parks, by the way, so shout out to you guys. You were awesome. Every single member of staff we interacted with was great. Definitely Swamp Fox was the highlight. Very strong coaster, easily better than I expected. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.